Alrighty, well, welcome back to the GPPD podcast.
And we're going to talk today to Miss Destinee.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Y'all, stop.
Okay.
Okay, so before we get started, couple things. We are going to have another test, so get on. It's grandprairiepolice.org. There's like 38 pages to start filling out. Start now. The test is in April sometime, so watch the website. We'll let you know specific dates and times. Also, we're hiring for detention personnel, so in the jail, and then also for animal services.
Yes.
And so we'll let Destinee talk a little bit about that. But as far as detention, I know they're one of the highest paid detention gigs around the Metroplex. But log on, try and talk to some of them. That way you can get the ins and outs, the culture, and all that stuff. But so without further ado, Miss Destinee, I appreciate you coming to talk to us and putting that face out there. Oh, geez. All right, never a dull moment.
This is going to be exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay, so you come to us by way of animal services. Oh, by the way, so do not say animal control.
No.
So let's talk about that. Why not? Why
Okay.
not?
So animal control is a really outdated way to refer to the people that protect the city and the animals in the city. So we don't just control keep your dog on a leash. Yeah. It's more of a service that we provide now. So we're doing rehoming efforts through foster and rescue. Right. Of course, we're doing adoptions. And it's more than just coming out and telling you what you're not following with the ordinance. We're trying to get the animals back to you in your home, microchipped the way that they should be. That is a new ordinance. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yes, microchips are required in the city now. If you're a resident, we do it for free. If you're not a resident, it's $10. If you go to your vet, it's probably $50, not including the exam fee that's usually $60. So that is a service we provide to everybody. But again, that's why we're called animal services and not just animal control.
Okay, I got it. Let's talk about
so
that.
So Taco needs to be microchipped.
It's like holistic care, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
So I'm forced. Is it like new puppies?
Okay, so before we get into this too deep, microchip is not a way to track you. It's not a way to track your dog's location. It's not anything like that. It's really your protection, right? So Taco.
That's my King Corso.
Oh,
so cute. So Taco is your dog. Mm-hmm. If I decide that I want to take Taco and say he's my dog, there's no way to prove that he's yours.
What? There is a way.
Because of your vet records?
No, that...
Oh my God.
There would be a way.
There is a way.
No, but
I got you.
You come into the shelter, I'm going to ask you, okay, do you have pictures? Yeah. And I'm not talking about a screenshot from that's posted on Facebook. I'm not talking about a picture that your wife sent you 2 weeks ago. I'm talking about a picture in your phone where I can look on the history and see that it was taken at your house with your family. I want to see that. If you don't have that, I'm going to look at his microchip. Yeah. Is your name or your wife's name on his microchip? Otherwise, he's just a stray dog that could belong to anybody. So my cat is microchipped and my dog is microchipped.
And can y'all microchip kids?
I haven't tested it on mine yet, but...
Put one in my son, because he be running down the street and I don't know where... No, okay.
Well, we can't track him, so somebody will have to pick him up.
First, before,
excuse me, we found this kid.
Microchip.
That's funny.
And then you have to pay reclaim fees to get your kid back.
Okay, so then the price is very reasonable because I can tell you at my vet it is a whole lot more than $10. Mm-hmm. So
well, for you live in GP, right?
No.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
well,
all right.
But if you lived in GP, it would be free.
Really, I don't live in GP, so it wouldn't be free for me.
What do you have?
Nothing.
Oh.
So you need something.
No, this is future. We have a plan for our youngest child to become around 5. He's 2 now.
Oh, okay.
So once he hits 5-ish, kindergarten, that's the age we want to get a dog.
Yeah.
I will say when our boys were 2, when they were 2, we got our dog. And she's a Great Dane. I did not get her from a shelter. I'm going to put it out there. Did not get her from a shelter. She came from a breeder. And I cropped her ears. Yes. But I'm a good pet owner.
All right,
okay.
Send all the hate mail to...
send it to dwight@gptx.org. Yes.
Transparency, though.
Yeah, like I've had shelter dogs. I've put in the work. You know, I've tried everything, and like everything meaning I've had all kinds of animals in my house, accepted them all, and this was the one. My grandma passed away. She left each grandkid. There's 13 of us.
Yeah.
She left everybody $7,000. My grandma did not even graduate high school. So for her to be able to do that, anyways,
that's dope.
she loved animals.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I paid off my student loans and I had $1,500 left. I was like, this is going towards a dog.
Okay.
So she's from my grandma.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, I've seen a picture of that Great Dane. How big is that dog now? Like
She's
100?
110.
What?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 2.
That's a whole nother human.
Yeah.
Like that's a whole nother person in the house that you gotta feed and take.
Not legit.
Wow.
Legit.
So okay, I got a quick question. So when you taking her to the vet, she's big enough though to just hop in? Do you have a car or something that's low
I
to
have
the
an
ground?
Explorer. She does a running start. And she like runs.
Oh, I can only imagine.
I tried to give her stairs and she act like she don't know what to do. I'm like, just jump up there. I don't know.
I was
But
gonna say I just opened the door and Taco look at me and I'm like, up.
Get up.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't let her in my car. She sheds so much. So I don't let her in the car. Like in the seats.
Yeah,
I put the trunk down and that's where she rides. When she was a baby, she rode between the car seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. So you said car seats.
I have 5-year-old twins.
Twins.
Oh my God.
I have 6-year-old twins.
Do you?
Yes.
Are they boys, girls?
I'm just gonna
Boy,
sit
girl
back
twins.
and listen.
Boy, girl twins.
What are their names?
Seth and Sela. Our
Okay,
oldest-
so you did it.
did the
I like
S's.
that.
And
I
our
like
oldest
that.
is Solomon, so we keep S's going. The
So how-
2-year-old is
Oh, that's so
Samuel.
dope. Okay.
I love that.
So
Gotta go.
then I made all of my kids start with a vowel.
Uh-huh.
And so their middle name all starts with a K, so they're all little KDs.
Look at that's
Check
funny.
it
That's
out.
cute.
Check it out. Yeah, the world needs more
That's
of
cute.
us. Okay.
I don't think so. But okay. So I have Z's. I have Zane and Ezekiel. So there's Zeke and Zane.
Yeah.
And then the animals are like royalty, I guess. So the cat is Sheba. And then Karasi is Swahili for full of life and wisdom. So she doesn't really have the wisdom part yet, but we
Growing. She's gonna
maybe, I don't know.
no.
Great Danes are cute, but they're not known for their intelligence. But that's all right.
Okay, so we're gonna rewind.
Okay.
About you.
How did
Sorry.
you get to GP? Because you're the supervisor over there, right?
I am supervisor over operations. So I'm not. My official title is operations development supervisor.
What are you developing over there?
The operations.
Technically,
I mean-
that's true.
Okay,
I'm sorry. To be more specific,
please.
our operations coordinator reports to me. So she is our timekeeper. She does payroll, of course. She does invoicing, all of that. She also supervises the front counter. And then I have the placement coordinator who does foster and rescue, and intake reports to her. So, and then I was KD's processing, so I'm going slow. And then I ain't
No
talking
shade.
fast. It's just you listening slow.
Making sure. Clarity.
Yeah. And then there is the volunteer and events coordinator who has 2 events interns that report to her. So when you came to the birthday bash, she put that on completely by herself.
Okay, tell that was awesome.
It was so.
It
so
was so
listen-
many
What is
vendors
this
out
birthday
there.
bash?
So the shelter turned 20
Yeah.
last year. And I remember when I started in like 2020, it was the first snowstorm. So it's 2021. The first snowstorm, we're like busting our butts trying to work from home. She emails me. She's like, hey, put this on the calendar because I want this to happen in 2 years. I'm like, all right, we're going to put it on the calendar. I don't know. But we put it on the calendar and she made it happen.
Wow.
So this year, the shelter turns 21, obviously. And so she has some big things planned because 21, like you got to,
Yeah.
you know, you got to have fun. So there's supposed to be like a day party and a night party. That's all I know for now.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So you got to hurry up and get.
I got to.
You got to go over there and adopt a pup.
Well, I
or a
don't.
cat.
My husband is very specific. He wants a Rottweiler. So
We got a Rottweiler right now, girl. Right now.
Wait, but I don't know history.
Right now.
See, look
History.
backpedal. Oh, wait.
Wait, history. This
No.
is why he's gonna make the ultimate decision, so it doesn't fall on me. You know, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna go with it. I used to have a Shih Tzu one time, and I had to create a family plan for her. So she was adopted. It didn't work out. when
That's
we lived
okay.
in Colorado. So, you know, he will make the decision for this next dog. So it
all
just
right,
didn't work.
let's talk about that, because not working out happens, right?
It does.
And we don't judge for it. I know some places are like, oh, you're returning a dog. No, like, it doesn't work. You came over to the shelter and met Zulu, who we adopted. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
Like, he was really, really anxious. He was tearing up the crate. He was breaking out of it. He chewed up our door. Had a lot of anxious accidents on our carpet. My husband texted me. He was like, look, he got to go. I'm like, all right, babe. He tried it for 2 weeks. I was very proud. He cleaned up after him, but it just doesn't work sometimes, and that's okay. Like,
That makes me feel so much better.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's like a weight.
no, like, no judgment.
Because some people hear that, they're like, what?
You returned him?
Yes.
Yeah, like, sometimes kids don't even fit with your household, but you kind of stuck with them. I mean, but, you know, dogs.
I don't know. I hit that return to sender label on my son. Bye.
Let me send you.
Wait.
Yeah, so.
So what's the process though? When I guess for an adoption process, you try to set them aside, like go in a special room by themselves and see if the dog likes them, fits well with them.
Yes.
But can they go home with them and then say, okay, we're gonna try like a testing
Like
period?
a trial.
Yeah.
So we don't do foster to adopt. It gets really messy. It's a lot of work on our placement coordinator, but what we do, we used to have a 30-day return window, and we just increased it to 60 days. It's maybe around this time last year. So 60 days, it gives you enough time to figure out, like, to get past the initial adjustment and figure out if it's going to work with your kids, your dog, your schedule, your travel. Like, everybody has such different lives.
Right.
So at 60 days, if that dog doesn't work, after that, you can get on the wait list. We do have a wait list to bring animals in so that we can control kind of, you know, the population. If it's before 60 days, just call us, schedule an appointment. We'll put you on the schedule and you come in.
All right.
No question. Well, I'm not going to say no questions asked, because we have to ask questions.
We're gonna ask some questions.
We need to know for, like, if Zulu didn't work out for me, but you wanted him, I have to tell you, hey, he did good with my dog, so he'll probably do good with Taco, but I need you to know you can't crate him. Because he's going to tear it. Like, that's helpful information. But I'm not going to be like, oh, you returned this dog.
Right.
You can't adopt from. I'm going to tell all the shelters not to let you. Nah, we're not. We're not going to do that.
So is it the same process with fostering? Like what? How's that go? Because
Fostering is really easy. You come in, you pick a dog that you want to foster, you let the placement coordinator know, and she sets you up. She tells you the history. It's kind of like a short-term adoption in the sense that she goes over all of the information with you. Everything that we know, she sets you up with what that animal may need. So say it was really anxious dog in the shelter, she may give you some tips and tricks to keep them occupied while you're gone. Or this dog may need a lot of walks. This dog is animal reactive. Those kinds of things. And then you foster them, and if it's not working, you just text her, email her, whatever contact she tells you, and say, like, hey, I need to bring back, or I want to try another dog.
Is there like a certification or some type of, really?
Yeah.
What? I thought it was like you got to take a class or something. I don't know.
No. I mean, we don't do it to our adopters. So for people that are really trying to help the shelter, not that adopters aren't, but like, why would we do it to fosters if we don't do it to adopters? So, yeah.
So is the goal to, hey, if you're gonna foster the pup, that's fine. But in y'all's mind is the goal, like, we hopefully they'll call and go, no, I want to keep them.
Right.
We always hope that they foster fail.
Foster fail.
Yeah, I love foster failing.
Foster.
Yeah, you failed at fostering.
So you just
So you kept it.
kept. I just learned a new term.
fail.
Yeah,
Foster
I
fail.
like it.
I want you to fail.
This is the only
This helps
time
us.
that failing is good.
Yeah.
But if not, like, we just want to learn more, because they're at the shelter for 24 hours every day. They get out maybe twice a day, but other than that, like, they're just in those kennels.
Yeah.
So to have them in a house, even if it's over the weekend, you learn so much. Oh, this dog knows sit. This dog likes kids. This dog doesn't like kids over 8, whatever it may be. So those things are helpful.
How many dogs do y'all have? Or animals? I guess I should say animals.
I can't tell you that. I don't know. Not I don't know.
It's a bunch.
So some dogs are housed alone. Some dogs are housed with partners.
Yeah.
Some are in condos with 3 dogs. Some have
Condos. She
puppies,
said
condos.
Puppy condos. I'm gonna have to go see that. I don't,
Yeah.
Hey, Ruth, you upstairs?
No, it's not like that. They're downstairs. Although, phase 3 remodel,
Y'all gonna
stairs.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is like
Yeah, my
legit.
bunk bed. Go
Whoa.
upstairs.
No.
Yeah.
What are the different animals that you all take?
Everything. We had a rooster last week.
Interesting.
So, okay, we, again, with the services, we service the city of Grand Prairie just like police does. So anything that goes on within this city animal related can come to us, except for livestock. That is more of like the sheriff's department.
Okay.
But roosters, one time we had a potbelly pig. We confiscated a tiger cub from someone.
Time out.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
You said in Grand Prairie. Somebody had a tiger in damn Grand Prairie.
Yes, it is not legal. Not legal.
Okay,
No.
so if you listening, you are next to the guy that had the cobra that got the. What,
Right.
Didn't we have a king cobra get loose or something?
It was a cobra.
Yeah, it was a cobra.
What?
Yeah.
A tiger. Like I'm trying to think of where you could be at in Grand Prairie where you got enough room for this.
Well, that's part of the problem. That's why they're not allowed here.
Yeah.
You have to be able to properly house
Yeah.
them, and you can't.
I got half acre up north, bro. You got a tiger.
That's not
outside.
enough for a tiger.
Right.
Yeah,
Who did you know to get the tiger?
yeah. Like what happened?
Who-
Give us a
I
story.
can't. It was when I first started, so I can't really remember like how we got it.
But could you
I
imagine?
think it was a confiscate, but I'm not.
But look, could you imagine the neighbor? 911 with shit mercy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something roaring over there in the backyard.
Right.
Can y'all go over to little Tony?
It was a baby, so he was still like
Oh.
Like they just-
just
Yeah.
crying and whining.
he was cute.
Oh.
He was cute. I'm waiting for us to get an elephant though.
What?
Yeah,
I do like elephants.
I love elephants. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Hopefully no one does that though. Who would
No,
do
please,
that?
please don't do it.
Don't do that.
If you guys want to bring me an elephant, like an elephant statue, I would love that. I'm located at 2222 West Warrior Trail.
Okay, I'm thinking Joe Exotic finna walk through the door.
No.
Or
Oh my
something. Y'all
God.
need to
All
cut
kinds
this
of
out. Wait.
animals.
Okay, a potbelly pig. Yeah, I'm good with that because
When I was in Richardson, we got called out. This guy was like, I think it's a raccoon, but I can't tell. But it's running around outside. So we're knocking on the door. Nobody's coming. And my partner, Josh, is like, hey, what? It's on my shoulder. So I look, it's a Coatimundi.
oh,
What?
I'm finna mess
Coatimundi.
this. A Coatimundi.
Coatimundi.
A
Coatimundi.
Coatimundi. Was it a Monday that you saw him? So wait, it was on your shoulder,
No, it was on Josh's.
and he didn't take off running.
No, he was just like, okay.
What?
Let me tell you
Yeah.
something.
That is so comfortable.
I
There's no
would
way-
have pulled both hamstrings.
No, he was real cool.
Nah, ain't
No.
nothing that cool. I'm telling you,
No.
a cool Monday is on my
No.
shoulder. KD just ran a 4:1:40 time back to wherever until that Coatimundi is gone.
No.
That's crazy.
Monday.
Not Monday.
Man, listen.
Monday.
I need to
Monday.
do a
Like
ride
people
along
say
with
Monday.
them.
Monday.
Monday.
So people are like, "Oh, Katie, I want to do a ride along with public. I want to do a ride along with y'all."
Not.
Yeah.
Like this.
Come on.
I don't even know what that is, but
We could do like an even swap, right? Like y'all ride along with us, we ride along with y'all.
That's actually a cool idea.
I told KD we should have a show.
Day in the life.
Yeah, like we just go out once a month and just do stuff. Maybe
That
go
would be
work
cool.
out. Maybe
I would watch that.
yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna write that down
Add that,
because
add
we.
that.
I think we have a GP guy that does all the filming.
GPTV, right?
Yeah, we have GPTV.
let's do it.
So I'm gonna reach out because as soon as something hit my
That-
shoulder,
oh,
look here,
that-
look
that
here.
is- yeah.
All bets are off. I promise you.
Yeah.
I'm about to
I
be
got an
45,
image
but
of
I
you
can
like-
still run. I can still run. I will run over anybody and anything. If
It's not even
Coatimundi,
trying to identify what it
if
is.
Coatimundi fell on me, you can forget it.
just put a K
I
in
ain't
it.
even gonna carry my gun that day because I
Coatimundi.
know it's just gonna be bad.
no.
Nah. Yeah.
No weapons allowed.
So okay, wait a minute. Let's back up.
Okay.
I have so many questions. Animal services technicians don't carry anything, or is it called a catch pole? And that's
So
it?
the officers carry catch poles. They're bite stick certified. We
Stop. Explain what bite
It's a
stick certified. What is
Okay,
that?
so the catch pole is like back in the day, animal control, right? Like the really evil way of handling dogs.
Okay.
and it was the description of that's how all dogs are brought into the shelter. That's just saved for animals that you can't leash them up or they're really nervous, whatever. So we'll catch pull those. And then bite stick is if a dog is coming at you. Same with y'all, like, well, kind of, I guess. But to kind of be a barrier or an extension of yourself. So that's what the bite sticks are used for. Then we have chemical capture, which we don't really use a lot. We don't.
Chemical capture.
If you need to sedate an animal in the field, so like train.
Like the 22 rifle.
Yes, Katie.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm learning today. So,
But we
put the
don't
dart in
really,
there.
we don't really use it.
She did say they don't really use it.
Why you don't use it? That's an effective way to drop an animal and let them go night-night, and you go, okay, let's get them.
Right, but I think it's kind of like with giving people weapons to keep on them daily, guns specifically to keep on them daily. You want to make sure that you're not putting that in the wrong hands, right?
Oh, true. Gotcha.
I would be really nervous to just like, you're hired on, you get active.
Chemical capture. What? Yeah.
This evening on Fox News
No.
Officer KD
so-
was trying to use chemical capture.
Chemical capture.
on his child,
Yeah.
so you could return him to the animal shelter.
Dang, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But not really.
No. I'm still trying to go back to the potbelly pig. How is this?
So, potbelly pigs are legal.
Oh, okay.
You can own them.
There's like the little pets when people have a
Yeah,
little pet pig.
I low key want one. I raised a pig.
Really?
Yeah, I was in FFA in high school.
What? You're an FFA
I was a
person?
future farmer of
Look at
America.
So
I used
did
to
you-
see them with their little cute little
With their
coat
jackets,
jackets. Yeah.
I was
So
vice president
You raise them and then you sell them off at the.
for slaughter.
Yeah. Wait. We gon' I mean, okay, it was bacon. I'm sorry, it was bacon.
No, funny story though. His name was Babe, and when we got closer to auction, I started calling him Bacon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you got to transition. It's
Yeah.
like making sure.
I believe
Mentally
animal
it's tough.
welfare, not animal rights. You know, like
Yeah.
you treat them right,
Yeah.
and they all have a purpose. Some are food, some are friends, but
Yeah.
I don't think I need to leave my retirement to my dog.
But
That's
some
just
people
me.
have.
Right, that's just me.
Yeah.
Okay, so since you hit on that, do you remember that story? I think you.
Yo, there's a documentary on Netflix. I can't remember the name of the dog, but it's like this German Shepherd, and he has a whole line, and they kept naming him the same name. So like little KDs, like every new dog was named KD, and he
Wow.
had like a cult, like a following. It was crazy. Yeah.
What?
I cannot remember the name of it.
Yeah, if you like when it comes to TikTok, like some of the most serious people are the animal lovers on there. So I'm like, no,
Sure.
Taco, you gonna stay off of TikTok, my brother, because I don't need nobody saying how they feel, because I take it personal. Okay, so what is the craziest animal that you've seen doing your work? Because now, obviously, you work somewhere else in animal services, right?
Yeah. So I started in Richardson.
Okay.
Then I went to Saginaw. I was in Richardson as an animal control officer. And then I went to Saginaw and managed Saginaw.
Yeah.
I was told I couldn't do it because I was too young, but they hired me at 23 and I managed. Thank you very much. I had the boys. I left. So I stayed home with them for like a year and a half. Then I went to Arlington and was like the lead of the front desk. And then I came here and I've been here 3 years. So, but the wildest thing I've ever seen, probably the, what you call it, Coatimundi.
Yeah, Coatimundi.
That was probably the wildest.
Yeah, I don't want to see you on Saturday either.
No.
Monday, Saturday, Sunday, no.
Thursday.
Yeah, like that would hurt.
The
Like,
trip.
have you ever pulled both hamstrings at one time? That's painful.
No, not at both at
Yeah,
one time. No.
That is painful. Trust me, I strained two at one. It's painful.
What were you doing?
Playing flag football.
Oh.
Was this recent? Because I know you mentioned you were old, so I had to. Maybe you should stretch more.
Stretching is
Yes. So I will put on a
Yes.
stretching yoga class probably next week.
Please do.
yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
real quick. They sent out the wellness survey.
Yeah, I did mine. I was
I
excited
did mine
to do
too.
mine.
Yes.
I would like body work. Can we please add body work in?
Okay. And when you say body work, please explain.
So as a bodybuilder, something that we need to keep is body work. And it's hard to find someone that's good and like affordable. I did find one person, but he's kind of far and it's just like difficult. He's booked like 3 weeks out. So it's hard. But he stretches you. He gets like deep down in the muscle bellies and breaks it up. He also does acupuncture. So it was crazy. He put needles in my quads and I could feel it in my stomach. And it almost felt like cramps. And I'm like, what? And everything's connected. So it was really cool. But just more recovery, cupping, those kinds of things, especially for people that are really into their physical training. That would be cool to have.
So I just had a meeting yesterday, so it's in the works. I just put that out there to everybody. It was a secret squirrel meeting, as we say. But yes, we're talking about it.
Go squirrels.
Yeah. So
as my kids would say, quarrels.
Yes. But you know what? It's funny you say that. I love GP for that one reason. It's like if you can find out a way to make something better, by all means, people will listen around here. So I've learned that, and I love it because that's all we're trying to do is get better. So that when you retire, you can actually enjoy your physical self and your pension.
Yes.
Without the Coatimundi, because that'll screw up the whole retirement. Like I'm telling you, I would run right into the wall. Okay, so we talked about the big Great Dane at the house. So how was it with the kiddos? Like, were they scared because that dog is massive?
No. And that's what I was saying about getting them while we're younger.
Yeah.
I have a picture. It's so cute. The boys are both laying on the floor like this, and she's in between them and she's asleep.
Yeah.
And it's like the cutest because she was only that small for like 2 days.
Here's your first meal.
Yes.
She was 4 months and like I want to say like 50 pounds. Like she just grew so much.
Yeah.
But as she's gotten bigger, they've gotten bigger and they've gotten used to her.
Yeah.
So like this morning, Zeke's holding her head and Zane's like wiping her eye boogers and she's just sitting there and her ears are like down and she's so patient with them. But I think if we had gotten her at this age, like that she is now, with the boys being the age that they are, they probably would have been scared of her. So I kind of believe in getting a puppy and letting them grow up with
the kids.
with the kid.
little-
Yeah.
And it's funny we're talking about it because Taco and Ashton. So Ashton's 8, but he's thin, and it's like Taco has the patience, like because Ashton went, and Ashton talks in his voice. He hear us do it. It's like that's a good boy. That's a good boy. And so that's what I talk. So when Ashton do it, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. And he'll go up and he'll start pulling his ears, and you can see Taco. It's funny because he's a big breed, like big muscular dog, but he's just like. And he'll turn and he'll see Ivory, and then he'll like he goes to Ivory room, and it's like I don't want to mess with you, bro. I don't want. It's funny how animals just like they can sense it, they know, and some of them have good temperaments like that.
Yeah.
So that's what saved him. He has a good temperament. So I'm like, I can trust him.
I love Corsos.
Yeah,
I love King Corsos.
yeah. I don't know. I guess they were bred to be good, protective type dogs, and they are like some of the stuff. And so my buddy that bred him, he goes, Katie, you don't have to go and get him like that aggression training.
No, it's in him.
It's already in him,
Just
and
naturally.
So I'm walking him, and I don't know if I'm not paying attention, but Taco sees another dog up the street. Well, his thing is to get in between you and the threat, and it was so funny because I'm telling him I'm not looking up yet. I'm like, boy, get out of the way.
What are you
move.
doing?
Yeah, and he's like. And he just scoot over, and then he put 105 pounds on your foot, and he just sit on you. And I'm like, bro, what are you? And you look up, and you're like, oh, crap, that dog is loose. Yep, he's not on the chain. Let's go the other way. And it was like, he doesn't really bark. He going to give you that. And okay, start looking. And he'll see something. Very rarely will he bark. And I love that about him because it's like, nope, I leave him outside for an hour. I don't have to worry about my neighbors going, hey, what's wrong with Taco?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I wanted a Dane.
Yeah.
So when we got her, my husband was traveling. So he was in Arizona for 2 years. Thank you, God, for patience, because that was hard. But we got her because I wanted a family dog, but I wanted something that looked and sounded intimidating when you walk up to the house. It's just me and 2 kids. Like, come on.
Yeah.
And I have to be careful with the the guns because the kids. So with her, she looks really friendly and she is really friendly. But if you come up to that door, baby girl ain't playing. She's gotten between my husband and a neighbor before, and we give her so much, crap. Like, girl, you worthless. You're just here because you're cute. But if she needs to, she will. She gonna stand on business.
Yeah.
I think they have a sense of just knowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, we haven't had any issues, but. So, like, Taco got out, Aubrey left the gate open. And so I'm standing in the living room, and when you have a big dog, you just kind of can hear him everywhere. And I'm like, it's awful quiet. And so we're looking around, and I'm like, I don't know. So I'm like, Aubrey, where's Taco? I don't know. I let him out. I said, where's that? Did you close the gate? And she was like, I think so. That right there. When you got a kid,
no.
I think so.
No.
AKA no.
No.
I go around that corner, and I hear the neighbors across the street. They have little corgis, and the little boy is screaming. And I run out the gate, and Taco just over there sniffing the dogs and just looking. But he's looking at him like, oh, my God, this dog's going to eat me up.
Yeah.
And I've introduced Taco to every little kid on that street. He will not bother those kids. And I said, no, actually, he'll be the first one. If you was to get
protect
into it,
you.
Yeah,
he'll protect you. But, yeah, it was funny. So, and I looked at Aubrey, yelled at her, locked the gate, da-da-da-da-da. But Taco's over there just sniffing and walking, and they were just froze. They were like, I'm not gonna move. I said, no, he ain't gonna bother you. Yeah. So it's funny, but yeah, you want those big dogs. They look mean.
Yeah,
they're the biggest babies. Oh my gosh! And my mom, funny story. My mom does not like animals.
Yeah,
she does not like animals.
My mom does not like animals. I mean, it's horrible. It's.
What happened
they
to you?
probably would be friends. They would
probably
be friends,
what happened? I don't know. What did they do to you? But she would take me to the shelter, and she would go do everything with me because she wanted me to have the experience. When I was little, she wanted me to have the experience, and that's how I ended up here. But she loves this dog. She will come over and be like, oh, it's just a little baby. I heard you were acting up at board, and don't do it again, or you're going to have to come to my house. Like, she will curl up with this dog. I'm like, what are you? She touches her more than me.
It's her grandbaby, her third grandbaby.
She brings her treats. Can she have this? I'm like, Mom.
Okay, wait. Y'all on another level. You said boarding?
Yeah.
Boarding?
No, but no.
You don't board Taco?
No.
So what you do when you go out of town?
Right.
Bro, can you watch the dog? Yeah, drop him off. Okay, I'm gonna bring his food too. Okay.
So my issue with her is her kennel is probably this tall. I can't, and I don't trust her to be out on her own throughout the day. So for me to take her to someone's house, do you have the capacity to keep her in your house? And because I'm not paying for damages.
Yeah.
Not doing that.
Yeah. And with your dog, just even size alone, if someone's, if they're home, cannot. Yeah.
She did really good. The boys were sick. I was sick. And we had her out for like 5 days straight. Yeah. She did so good. She slept out. I went to the gym, came back. She didn't mess with anything. Took the boys to the dentist. No, to the doctor. Went to the bank. Stopped at the grocery store. Usually I left her out like 2 hours max. Yeah. This time it was 3 hours.
So you got 1 hour.
It was the one. It probably wasn't even the hour. It was probably like 20 minutes. I came home, opened the garage. We have a cat door because my husband will not let the litter box be in the house. So the litter box is in the garage. The cat goes, Crossy's face is sticking out. And I was like, oh, she's waiting on us. That should have been clue number one. Oh. We walked in. The toolbox was open and on the floor. She opened one of my puzzles. I do 2,000-piece puzzles. She opened one of my puzzles. Didn't eat anything. All the puzzles.
Just pieces everywhere.
Anything she could find. Her food was not touched. The trash can was not touched. Just
stuff.
What? So her bed was flipped up for a week. She didn't have access to her bed. She could lay on the floor, but your bed, no. Because her bed, she was sleeping there when she was out. Mm-hmm. No, ma'am. Eat, floor, kennel. Yeah. No. And she knew she was in trouble. She would walk by you like her ears down for like a week.
Oh.
Do you believe that dogs know? So some people say if you don't discipline a dog right as it happens, they forget about it and they don't know. What's your philosophy when it comes to that?
I hate comparing people to animals, but I feel the same way across the board with that. I feel like if you're not going to discipline in the moment, then don't do it.
Okay.
Because I think it loses its validity and like the power. Mm-hmm. Why am I going to yell at my son for something he did 2 hours ago It's
Right.
the message is missed now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you come home with a sad face, we talking about that. But like,
Yeah.
No, okay, so I have to
you
ask.
disagree then?
Yes, I have
Okay.
to. Because if Taco can go out and pee on something that he ain't got no business, like if I leave my barbecue grill way out here, try to pee on that wheel, I can walk him over there, and this can be 4 hours later,
He
and I go,
knows.
look, you don't do that, and he'll drop those ears, and he just sitting there. And he knows that he's in trouble. He knows that he's not supposed to pee right there. I'm like, bro, you got all that fence, all that grass out there.
He was like, "This my daddy grill. I'm gonna just mark it."
Right. Just the
And I'm like, oh, I got one wheel on my grill that's like, it's rusted.
Oh,
I'm
no.
just like,
Corroded.
Yeah,
No.
I'm like, dude, you in this acid.
No.
Like, go pee out there. We won't
I
have
think
no
Taco
problem.
needs more water.
Oh.
If that's
Okay,
if
here-
his pee is doing that.
Okay, his bowl is this big, no stuff. It's like that. It's like
So
maybe
he has
2 gallons
a
we keep in there.
plastic
Oh,
bowl.
wow.
Yeah. Oh, he drink, and then he's got them jowls that when he drinks,
Oh
if you don't
my.
have a towel right there, you might as well get ready. You gonna clean up because if he go in
And
the
then the
house,
shake. Yep.
if you come in the house
no.
and do like that, it's all up on the wall. And
Yep.
so I've literally spent an hour just. All right, yep, there's one, and you go get it. Yeah, that is cleanup time. I said, y'all want a dog? We have to do that. We mop at least 3 times a week.
Yeah,
Man.
Karazi's not as drooly.
Yeah.
She's got a tighter
Yeah.
lip, but sometimes she'll have like spit on the top of her. I'm like,
So I have,
Ew.
yeah. I can't figure that out when that spit line goes over the head like that.
or
I'm
over
like-
the nose. Like,
I'm like,
what-
how did you do that?
one time the cat had spit on her, and I'm like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
What?
She
Or
was sharing.
Sheba.
Yeah, she was sharing. Take some of that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so horses. Have you gotten a horse?
Ooh.
Because y'all
No.
probably call people. Like if somebody say, "Hey, we got this horse," and you're like,
Right.
we can call somebody.
Yeah, that would be the sheriff's department.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you said a rooster.
Yeah, we had a rooster.
What were they fighting them?
No,
Oh,
although
I
we
did
did we busted like a cockfighting ring.
Yeah.
When I first started too.
Okay, no jokes.
Katie,
I
chill.
Oh.
Okay.
Chill.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Get it out.
Now that's funny there. That's funny there.
Was that a knee
Comedian say,
slapper?
yeah, I don't care
Funny.
who you are. That's funny there. Okay.
Okay.
So a cockfighting ring, that's when they have like 50 of them little houses in their backyards. And aren't
They're
the chickens
training the
tied up?
roosters. I
You have
don't
to,
watch it. I don't know. I've never.
I hate it because like they fight them things to the death. Like all you see is blood and chicken laid over.
Yeah,
like bro, do you know what I can do with a good chicken?
Thank
and
you.
some marinade
There's other things
and
you
some
can do with
wood?
chickens.
Yes.
Fry them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, animal welfare.
Animal welfare.
Yeah. So what about snakes? Now that's another call. So I'm gonna put that one up with.
We would take snakes. I love snakes. I really do.
What's wrong with you?
Which
Look, what's wrong with you?
Disrespectful.
I'm-
no, I like them. They're cool. They're kind of like soothing because they just
Slither.
and you let them.
You know.
just
so
like,
when she heard the Grand Prairie Cobra got loose, she was excited.
Really?
no, he telling stories.
Oh, okay, okay. 'Cause-
Oh,
he didn't even know me.
So let me tell you
Katie.
something.
Because I was on alert. My husband
Wait,
was on alert.
look.
We were all on alert.
All the here like then. I mean, that snake got loose, dog. You better be looking up on that
Yeah.
car. Like, bro, first off,
Why
it
would
was
you
ri-
look?
It was right
Don't
around the
look.
winter time. It was gonna be winter like in a few months. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that it can't survive in cold weather. Period. Right?
It could. It would find a place to curl up and stay. Yeah.
And hibernate. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't know snakes hibernate.
Well, I wouldn't say hibernate, but it would find a place of warmth and
Warm,
kind
yeah.
of
Yeah.
stay in that
Let
area.
me tell you something.
Yeah.
I was a pet detective, boy. I was.
Well, did you find it? Oh, it's still missing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's tweeting.
What?
Yeah, it has a Twitter
I
account.
I saw that, and it blew my mind.
Yeah.
So maybe the owner or whatever.
No,
What
I
did y'all
think
do to? I don't know if you could talk about it. Like, do he get in trouble after he goes? Yeah, it got out, and it was from my house.
I think there was a trial
Yeah.
for it. I don't remember
Oh, okay.
because that would have been more Field. Field does the law enforcement
Oh.
side, so and then that supervisor is no longer with us anymore. So I don't know what happened.
Yeah. See, like, and I get mad at people like that because it's like, bro, your neighbors. Like, you know,
You're
I can't
not
control
thinking
what
about
you.
the
There you go. The
community.
kids. If
Yeah,
that little kid
definitely.
go
Yeah.
crawling up by the house,
So dangerous.
ain't nothing you can do with a.
No.
Sir, you got bit by a cobra. Mm-hmm. Poisonous, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can forget about it. It's shots fired all day.
Yeah.
I just want to let people know that discharging a firearm within city limits,
Oh, here we go. Let me give you my badge.
Well-
I don't-
because we have, nuisance cases or dogs that are just out perpetually and people
Yeah.
are like, well, I'm going to shoot it. Okay, owning a gun, you must know the
Yeah.
laws. So call us and we will come out.
Yeah.
So please don't get yourself in trouble.
What's the response time? So if I'm having an issue in my neighborhood and, I'm like, hey, I need some help. I keep seeing X, Y, and Z. What's the response time?
So it's based on priority.
Okay.
It's I don't really know how the officers operate, but I would imagine it's kind of the same thing. So if the dog is out and it's like actively attacking people, charging people, we're absolutely going to come out immediately. If there's an animal on school grounds, we're coming out immediately. Yeah, the babies, right? Like, we got to protect the babies. It doesn't matter 18, 5. Like, we're going to come there first. And then if it's like, it's just a stray dog that you've seen around, you don't really know where it lives. Okay, cool, we'll be out. We'll patrol for it. Me coming to look for this dog and it potentially not being there does not take precedence over somebody potentially being, like, reporting that this dog is aiming to injure someone.
Right.
And then deceased animals, those have a response time of up to 5 days. They're not really, but I'm sorry.
Slow your roll.
But you're more than welcome to bring them to the shelter if you'd like to do that. I know some people are really hesitant to do that, but I mean, like, my husband would bag it up and bring it to the shelter. So
Y'all have a.
no, we don't have an incinerator.
Yeah, I'm like.
I was
why
like,
am
I was
bringing
just
it
about to
to
think
the-
about like funeral arrangements.
No,
or
so what are y'all
end
doing
of
then?
life type.
There's two options. If it's your own pet that passes away, you can bring it to the shelter and then make arrangement. We'll hold it for 2 weeks. You can make arrangements with the cremation service, or like if you want them to bury the dog, there's pet cemeteries and all of that. So they can come pick up from us. Again, we'll hold it for 2 weeks. If you're kind of just like, nah, we said our goodbyes. I'll keep the collar. I want to keep the blanket with the dog. We'll do a communal burial, which is, it still goes to landfill, but they have like a different.
Nah, wait, stop.
Listen.
Okay, I'm gonna
listen,
go ahead. I'm
there's
listening.
two completely separate. It's not like mixed in with the trash or anything like
Two
that.
separate landfills.
It's when you said
That's
like
what you're
it's
saying.
Because the word landfill
Yeah,
now
what-
that's in my head.
Yeah,
Okay,
you lost
I'm,
me.
Then the
I'm
communal,
sorry.
it's
It's
just-
the same land that is owned by our waste service.
Yeah.
But they come and pick up the animals and they will dig a new plot and they will communal bury
With other-
all
with
of
other
those
animals.
pickups. Yeah.
Yeah, see, my animal, he's solo. He gonna ride by.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't. He
So-
don't want to lay on top of little Rico over
In
there.
25 years, when Taco finally kicks the bucket, then I will set up his cremation for you.
Yeah, with the cream man.
Yeah.
Where he going? The landfill? What? Ain't that
No,
where we take the trash?
it's a communal burial.
He laid over on a can of green beans that we ate 3 years
Katie,
ago.
I
Yeah.
hate you
Okay.
so much.
Okay. All right. So communal.
Communal. Because it's, never mind.
Togetherness.
Yes.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So do y'all, as far as like cases, like animal cases, so somebody brings in a dog, or y'all investigate, like you get the phone call, you go out there and you see the dog is, number one, tied up to a tree in the backyard. Illegal all day long. You can't
Do not do it.
Yeah.
Nope.
But the law states, is it you got 60 minutes to have them tied up?
I'm not in law enforcement, on the
Okay.
law enforcement side, so I don't want to misquote.
Yeah.
I
It's a
do
brief-
know
it's-
if you are, like, say you're doing yard work and you have Taco tied up,
Mm-hmm.
he can be there with you, but you have to let him off
Mm-hmm.
and all of that. You can't just tie him up because you're going to work and you don't trust him in the house and you don't trust him to not tear up the backyard. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah. So that go against everything that when we were growing up.
Oh, I know.
Look here. You see, he be tied up to a tree and there's no grass within like
Nothing.
6
Yeah.
feet because
Nothing.
that's the only place that chain is dragging.
Yeah.
And that's again with talking about, accepting animals back if it doesn't work out. Like, times have changed and sometimes people don't change with the times, but it's more of just like, hey, let me let you know that this is not how this is going anymore. We're just going to take this as a learning opportunity, but it happens again, we're going to have a talk.
We're going to have that man come talk to you. Mama, that go that man.
Them folks.
Yeah, them folks.
Them folks going to come.
Okay, so I don't know. I asked that question. Number one, because I heard it. No, you can't tie the dogs up. But we live like that so much that was the norm. Like, it was like, put the dog on the chain, and you're like, okay, but we have a backyard with a gate around it. Put the dog on the chain.
Yeah.
So
because you want the dog, you just don't want the dog to like
run off,
Right.
tear up your backyard. Yeah. So
so please don't do that.
what you can do also though, you can build an enclosure for your dog. Like one of those, you can buy them on Amazon. Home Depot sells them too, or you can just build them. But you can build like a pen for your dog and put like a cover on it, give them access to food and water, and they can be in an enclosed space within your backyard. But they need to have food, water, and some kind of shelter from the elements.
Is that what they call a dog run?
A dog run.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, me personally, I don't want to leave Karasi outside at all. Number one, I just don't. I think dogs should be in the house. That's just me. Number two, I don't trust her outside.
See, I have to switch that. Growing up, it would be the dogs are outside.
Yeah.
And that's where they stay.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like a switch in the brain. Oh, we're in the house.
We're in the house.
It's like a switch.
Yeah, man.
I'm okay with that, but growing up, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was a quick way to get a whooping. You know, the dog in the house.
Don't bring the dog in the house.
What? Yeah.
I'm bringing it in the house.
Right.
I don't care if it's a chihuahua. Leave it outside.
Yes,
now you're
yeah.
right. It's just the opposite. And I tell anybody,
bring that baby inside.
You better go there.
Got you outside.
So my daughter opened the door and let him out, but she'll close the door and go to her room. Oh no, ma'am.
Go get him.
No, ma'am. Stand at that back door and you wait on him to
finish.
He'll paw the door.
No, don't paw my door.
And then I said when he said
don't paw my door.
Paw the door and then he'll sit.
She has a bell. I taught her to ring a bell.
What?
She was 8 weeks old. And my husband, listen.
The dog whisperer. I'm sending a taco to
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah,
Bring him.
Ring the bell.
Yeah.
That's
so my
cool.
husband was like, babe, this is stupid. She's not going to do it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, let me work my magic.
Babe.
Okay. So I had a little bell I ordered. I started putting peanut butter on it. And I would be like, Bell. And she would lick it. And then it would ding dong. And so I would, okay, yes, outside. And so we did back and forth. She'll ring the bell.
What?
She'll ring the bell.
I would
and she
love
has
to
one
see
outside.
that.
So if when she wants to come back in, she rings the bell to come in.
What? That is so cool.
Yeah.
I would just like watch that over.
Yeah.
She was just like, "What are you doing?" I'm watching this.
Nah, sometimes she gets on my nerves because she rings the bell and she's supposed to ring the bell and sit.
Sit, yeah.
She'll ring the bell and then look at, because we have a mirror. So our kitchen, there's a mirror and then like the back doors. I have to have the mirror because PD background, right? Like I need to see my surroundings.
Yeah.
So I can see from the kitchen, the back door. She'll ring the bell and look at me.
Like, you better hear it.
Ring the bell again and look, Mama. Ring the bell. Sit your butt down. So then she'll ring it. She'll sit down. Okay, we can go outside.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
the cat doesn't know how to ring the bell out.
Yeah, I don't even
She'll
know.
go outside with the dog and then get upset that she's outside with the dog.
Yeah.
She's one of those people. You know,
One of those people.
she's one of those people. She does stuff and then plays victim. And I'm like, you went and sniffed the dog. Don't be mad because she sniffed you.
So, will your dog go outside when it's raining?
No.
Hey, when I tell you, I've seen him hold his pee. You wake up, it's 7 a.m. I know you got to go outside. Go to that door and you open that door and it's whoosh.
Nope.
He do like that. He'll drop them ear. He'll look and he'll back up real slow. I was like, look, as long as you don't pee in your cage, I don't care. Go to your cage. You ain't walking around the house.
Don't
if
pee in
you
the
haven't
cage.
used
Don't pee in the
bathroom.
house.
Yeah, that's so funny.
She will if it's like dire.
Yeah.
She will pee in the pebbles.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like-
not straight out there in the
No,
grass.
I'll go right. She'll go right on the edge, just enough so she's not on my patio. Don't pee on my patio, but she'll go right there, and then she'll be like, "I'm ready."
Yeah.
Yo, okay. So speaking of people like not respecting your property, right? So our neighbor is having an estate sale. They had one last week.
Okay.
We went over there not to see what was for sale. We like houses, so we went to go see the house. Come to find out, they have a basement, which was like Totally cool.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
exactly.
Texas?
My husband's from Delaware, and he just texted me last week and was like, babe, I really miss having a basement. So when we went, I was like, this is cool. This house has a basement.
Yeah, because it's not a thing here.
It's not a thing. I like it. Anyways, so everybody was like parking. I don't like people don't park in front of my house.
Why not? It's the street.
I don't care. You park in front of my house, it makes me look like I'm allowing people to block the roadway. Go park in front of somebody else's house. Don't park in front of mine.
Don't agree with
And
I
then
don't
I
want people
didn't
parking in front of my house either.
Thank you.
Unless
I will
I
go
have
outside.
given you permission and you had a conversation
coming-
with me and you let
right.
me know, hey, we have something planned.
Can we-
Blah, blah.
can our people park?
These two vigilantes. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Absolutely. So they had to redo my W-2, and I'm really upset because I didn't get it delivered on Saturday like it was supposed to be because people were blocking my mailbox.
Oh, no, that's a conversation.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So we went and got no parking signs. And my husband stood out there. You got to move. And we're on the corner. So we have a stop sign and a fire hydrant. He's like, can't park in front of the stop sign and a fire hydrant. You need to move.
How long was he out there doing that?
Here's why that will work. Her husband is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I move my car too. I pull up. Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, sir.
Work at our park, sir.
Well, this lady,
Don't
she
want no
was
problems.
like, well, where am I supposed to? He said, I don't care. Get your steps in.
Get your steps in. That's funny.
Look, I'm
I'm
just
just
saying.
standing in the window looking.
Okay, so for our listeners, you can park in a public street, long
You
as you
should
parking
ask.
and facing the right way.
You should ask.
That is a
I left a
courtesy.
note on somebody's car.
That is a courtesy
No.
if they park in front of somebody's house. But however, you cannot block the mailbox. I learned in another city that I work for that sometimes the mail people will pull up. If there's a car blocking there, they will not deliver.
No,
No,
yeah, they won't. No, that
I
has
didn't
happened
get
to
my
us
W-2.
before. Yeah, that has happened to us
so
before.
I had to tell somebody don't park there because at the time I still have off-duty job checks coming to my mailbox.
You blocking my
You
Or if
stopping
I
my
order
money, bro.
DoorDash because I'm feeling lazy, but
Yes.
now my DoorDash people got to walk around, park somewhere. That's reserved for
Yeah.
DoorDash and the
Okay,
mailman.
So I'm gonna put this out there. So all my listeners, the best way to get people not to park in front of your house is when they park there, you go and get that water sprinkler that oscillates side to side, and you just leave
Turn
it
it
that
on?
way. I water my grass, and I did a dude like that who got out and thought it was cool because it was in June.
Yeah.
He wanted to crack them windows like that.
Oh, no.
Showstopper. Baby, get the water hose. Get the water hose. Yeah, buddy, we just watering our grass. How you doing? Yeah, he didn't park there anymore.
Never
so
again.
That's how you stop that. Just FYI, to everybody listening. Okay, so I don't even know how we got off on
I
that.
have
Yeah,
no.
but
Pooping
it's cool.
and parking.
No.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
These are very important things, pooping
yes,
and parking.
very much so.
Don't park in front of my house.
You know, I want to know, how did you get into this? Like, what was it, like a journey? Was it automatic as a child? This is what I would like to do.
Okay, so it was a journey, but automatic, like saying So I knew I wanted to work with animals, and I think I fault my mom because, like I said, she didn't like animals.
Yeah.
So if she had let me have a pet, it would have just been like, all right, I got my fix. But she didn't let it, so I had to go rogue. Like,
I'm going to run
Rogue.
up pet
exactly.
center.
She got me a dog one time, and she thought I was gonna be responsible. I was like 8. Come on, bruh. She gave my puppy away on Christmas Eve. Like, I go outside and the
Jesus.
people are at the door taking my. I'm like, Mom. So she was like, you weren't being responsible. Okay. So started with the volunteering and kind of just getting the exposure, and then I went to Sam Houston State University. Shout out to them.
Come on. Okay, we got to offline. We got to talk.
Chipotle after
Semi
this.
stay, you know what I'm saying? Eat them up, cats.
Chipotle after this. Yeah, we gotta talk more. Are you hating
No,
right
no,
now?
We're
no.
having a
I'm just-
moment.
yeah,
This is great.
hey.
Twins, San Jose State University.
Yes.
Like, it's just, come on now.
What are y'all, the Cougars down there?
Hey,
The Panther?
Bearcats.
Bearcats.
It's
He
all-
said
Eat
cougars.
them up,
There's
cats.
Panther is a cat.
K-A-T-S.
No.
Tiger is a cat.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay. So went to Sam Houston, majored in animal science, and my minor was wildlife ecology because I swore I was going to Africa and writing books on elephants.
What?
Like, I was doing it. Nah. Ain't happened. I did write a final paper on elephants, and it was like 20 pages. So shout out to that.
Oh, wow.
But from there, I moved to Dallas and started working at a vet clinic. Did that for maybe like 8 months. Then, of course, Richardson, blah, 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 blah. Funny story, though, I wanted to be a game warden.
Yes, tell us about it.
Okay, so I wanted to be a game warden. Their test is really like, it's kind of intense. You have to, what's the face?
No, I'm thinking. I started thinking, she's like, what's the face?
What's the face?
Go ahead.
You have to know how to swim.
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't know how to swim. Like, no. If I get in the water and I can't touch the bottom and my head be, I'm not getting in it. So I was like, I mean, I was good for everything else, but the swimming. So you have to be able to run. I think it's the same for police, like
Yeah, I mean, it's
mile
gonna be
and a half,
mile and a half.
something, and a lot of time. Okay, was like one of the first people done, maybe first 5 done. You had to practice your shooting. Shooting was good. Swimming though, I was like, I can't swim. So I learned how to swim in 2 weeks. The test was in 13 feet of water. And it was like an Olympic-sized pool. You had to swim down and back. Bro, I couldn't swim, but I learned how to do it. I passed. Made it to interviews, and then, like, that's the competitive part. So it was just a wash. And I was like, you know what? I really don't want to be on call 24 hours anyway.
This works out.
Here I am on call 24 hours a day now. But, you know. But funny story about the game wardens. My husband and I were going to Austin, which is, like, our go-to place whenever, like, we're going to Austin. We're going to Austin next weekend. But anyways, so we were going for New Year's Eve. We're on the way down there. My husband, he likes fast cars. He likes to drive fast. Hold on, my voice is going.
The suspense is killing me.
All right, he likes fast cars and he likes to drive fast. So we're driving. There's a game warden, and he's going like 100. Cutting. I'm like, baby, just cut off a game warden. I ain't fishing. He ain't on. I'm like, okay, you gonna tell me who wanted to be a warden? All right. So we're whoop whoop. That's the sound of the police. We're sitting there. He pulls up. Of course, he comes on the passenger side. I'm just on my phone, like.
It wasn't me.
I wanted to be like, I told you. So he's like, I'm going to let you off with the warning, but I want to let you know you're driving at an accelerated rate. You're cutting in and out of traffic. You cut me off, so you need to slow down. I'm like, it took everything for me to not be like, I told you. Took everything. So I think now he'll probably listen to me. Maybe not. But just so you guys know, a game warden can absolutely pull you over.
In the state of Texas. There you go.
We were going to Austin, so we were in the state
that's
of
what I'm
Texas.
saying. Like, no, so I'm gonna call it a myth. Most people like, oh, Grand Prairie police, they can't do nothing if they're in
Outside of
Yeah,
jurisdiction.
another city, yeah.
Bro, that T-Go say Texas. Trust me when I tell you, if I wanted to act, I could. And,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that right there. Okay. So we always ask everybody that sits in that chair there, anybody that wants to get involved in animal services, what advice would you have for them?
I would say to be realistic about your goals. Animal services is not just puppies and kittens. Like, we have them, but that is not what we do. I'll probably touch a dog like once a week, unless I go and seek them out. But again, I'm in administration, so it's a little bit different. But it's more of protection and care, and it's not a lot of like sitting around playing. If you want to do that, I would definitely suggest volunteering. We call that socializing. They need that too if you can't foster. But yeah, that would probably be my thing, is to be realistic with your expectations.
Yeah, and be realistic when the Cucamonga.
Yeah.
Now I got a J and A.
Hey, I'm telling you,
All of the pronunciations in all
you scared me.
languages.
Coatimundi.
All right. Well, it's Wednesday, my dear. So we want to send a shout out to Miss Destinee. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. And till next time, we'll see y'all.